have the cutest project ever. It's these little bows. You can actually make them any size you want. I have a bigger one here. I used a 5mm hook and a weight for acrylic yarn. Of course, you'll always need scissors, and a yarn needle is definitely suggested this time. We are making the bigger bow today, but it's super easy to change the size of your bow, and I'll explain how to do that during the tutorial. These are the stitches we'll be using today. You can find the free pattern in the description. If you'd like to support the channel, you can grab the paid version. So we're going to begin with the slip knot. I take the tail yarn and I hold it, then wrap it around my finger, and I take the yarn that's in the back and pull it in front, hold it in place, and the yarn that's now in the back, I pull it over my finger, and now there's a knot on my finger. Insert your hook into that knot, and then pull on the tail yarn to secure it onto your hook. So we're going to start out with a chain of 19. If you pick a smaller chain, your bow will be smaller. But no matter what number of chain you pick, you have to pick an odd number of chains. So we're just going to stick with 19. Into chain, you yarn over, and pull up a loop, and repeat that for a total of 19 times. Here we are, I have 19 chains. So from here, we're going to go in with a half double crochet. We're going to skip the first stitch, which is this one right here. So not this loop on the hook, but this chain right here. And we're going to go into the second chain, which is this one, with a half double crochet. So a half double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, and you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And that completes your half double crochet. So we're going to do that in all of the chains, leaving you with a total of 18 half double crochets for row 1. So again, the half double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and then in every chain until you get to the end of the row. I'll meet you back here. So here we are at the end of the row with 1 stitch left. It looks like this. So go ahead and work your last half double crochet into that very last chain. From here, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. The chain 1 does not count as a stitch, and we're going to make another row of half double crochet. So we're going into the first stitch and just inserting 1 half double crochet in every stitch. You should have 1 less half double crochet than the chain you started with. So we started with 19 chains, so that means I should have 18 half double crochets in both round 1 and 2. There's 1 stitch left in this row. It looks like this. We're going to just work our last half double crochet into this last stitch. So now go ahead and repeat row 2 more times to make a total of 4 rows of half double crochet. And again, for reference, that was chain 1, turn your work, and then insert 1 half double crochet into each stitch in the row. So this is the end of row 4. I'm going to go ahead and chain up 1, and then fold your project in half, and we're going to secure these sides together with a slip stitch. So put your hook underneath the first side and the second side and make a slip stitch. So again, put your hook under the first side and the second side, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull through. That's a slip stitch. And I'm going to do that 2 more times, which is equal to 1 slip stitch per row. And this will be my last one. That's 4 slip stitches to close it shut. And you have this little circular thing going on here. So for reference, where we are, we just made this part of the bow. Now we're going to continue on to make the legs of the bow. At the end of our rows, we had 18 half double crochet. So now we need to make a chain that is half that amount. So from here, we're going to chain up 9. Next, we're going to skip the first chain and go into the second chain with a half double crochet. And we're going to continue adding 1 half double crochet in the remaining chains. When I get to my last chain, it looks like this. This will be my 8th half double crochet. And I'm going to slip stitch into that 4th slip stitch that we did to close in the 2 sides. So I'm just putting a slip stitch in the slip stitch. From here, I'm going to make another chain of 9. And we're going to do the same exact thing, skip that first chain and go into the second chain with a half double crochet and make a total of 8 half double crochets by going into the rest of the chains. So I have 7 here, and this is what the last chain looks like. So I'm going to go into it now. And again, I'm going to slip stitch into that same space we slip stitch into, which is the 4th slip stitch we used to close out the first section. From here, we're going to continue increasing rows using half double crochet. So we're going to go back on this side and make 8 half double crochet again. Here we are with 1 half double crochet left. And then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and then insert 8 more half double crochet in the other direction. After you completed your 8th half double crochet, you're going to slip stitch in to the 3rd slip stitch that we made to close off the sides. And we're going to continue down on the second leg again with 1 half double crochet in each stitch. And here we are at the last half double crochet. Again, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And as we have been doing, 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Here I am in my last stitch to insert my last half double crochet. And I'm going to go in with a slip stitch into the same space we just did our last slip stitch. Now you'll have something that looks like this. You can see the bows starting to come together. So from here, you want to pull up about 1 foot of yarn. This is to make this section in the middle. So if you would like it to be a bit thicker, just pull up some more yarn. If you don't care for it to be that thick, you can use less. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it right here. Now you do have to pull all of that yarn up through this loop. Don't forget this step. Make sure you don't let it get tangled. From here, you just want to pull down the legs a bit, just so they're sitting how you like them, but they should already kind of naturally fall downwards because of how we did the stitches. This is what it looks like on this side. I'm going to use this as the front. You're going to take all of this yarn that we just pulled, and you're going to do this fairly tautly, so it kind of squishes down. So pull to the size that you like. If you want it to be more cinched, pull tighter. I like mine pretty cinched. And then once you get it to where you like it, just go ahead and wrap it around as many times as you like. Do try to keep it uniform. You may have some yarn over, but I just like to be better safe than sorry. So if this looks good enough, you can go ahead and cut the yarn. I'm gonna do it a couple more times. And I think this is good. I'm gonna go and cut the yarn because it is a bit too long. I'm gonna cut it about to that length. I'm just gonna put the scraps over there. From here, I'm gonna wrap it around so it's facing the side that we called the back, but both sides are cute. Then I'm going to take my yarn needle and thread it. And closer to the bottom side, I'm going to push the needle through and try to make a knot like that. Make a loop and push the needle through it. That will create a knot. And then just go side to side with the yarn until you know it's secure. This is really secure. I know that's good. And at this point, feel free to cut it. So with this end here, you can do the same thing with the needle, but I would go ahead and use my crochet hook. It is really snug in there, so it might take a second. And I would just pull it through to the other side. And since we went around so many times, it's definitely more than secure. And then once I've pulled it through, I'll go ahead and snip. And there you have it, our big, beautiful crochet bow. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.